Costco is going to be the end of me. I'm literally here just for groceries and they've restocked all this garden stuff. I wasn't planning on being on camera. Apologize for the appearance. But if you see Costco starting to drop garden stuff in your warehouse, you're just going to want to go multiple times a week because they keep updating and keep adding more things. And I'm really excited because now there's citrus trees, there's veggies, along with a lot of these other stuff. So let me just show you. First off, last week I showed you these, and now there's pink ones and these really cute purple ones with kind of a sunset center. There's so many of different colors, just like that. And then, oh, look at the intense color. There's no filter on this, friends. Like, this is crazy. And then it's almost iridescent, and it almost looks like gold flecks. That's the one I saw. And then they're so healthy, like unopened. This is amazing. And then here you have citrus trees now. There's lemon. These are probably 15 gallons. I'm trying to see if there's a price. Oh, they're $106. And there's lemons on them. This is the improved Meyer lemon. So this is a great deal if you like Meyer lemons. This one has a bunch of them on there. There's a lime tree in the back. There's even a navel orange. Like, wow, this one has a lot of new growth. Here's the lime. This is the bear's lime. I have this. I love this lime tree. I didn't get mine here. You do want to make sure it has a tag. This is okay for our zone. It's been verified. It's blooming. There's a lot of buds on there like that. Super healthy. Definitely a good pick. The lemon trees are loaded with lemons. And then, even more exciting, the veggies are here. So there's pepperoncinis. This is a mild. There's sriracha pepper, that's spicy. There's sweet peppers, green ones. This one is Better Bell. This one is also Better Bell. There's Roma tomatoes. This is a 1 gallon size. They're all pretty tall. There's more up there. I see Better Boy. And then here, there's even artichoke. And then there's poblano. Here's poblano. And then there's serrano. There's even more peppers in the back. Artichoke here. Even eggplant. These look all pretty good. There's Early Girl. And then this is all grown by Armstrong Garden Center. So it's the same stuff that you're going to get from Armstrong. Patio, tomato. These are, okay, that's sriracha. And it says vegetable and herb 3-pack, assorted varieties, $11.99. Wait a second. So it's one tray. Okay, you get 1, 2, 3 plants, any 3 varieties for $11.99. That's $4 per plant. That is so cheap. So there's Better Boy. What other varieties are we looking at? Roma, Golden Globe. Who's this? Sun Gold. Oh my gosh, I might have to get this Sun Gold. So I'm definitely going to get this Sun Gold. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to put this in my cart for now. Who else? This is Early Girl. I don't know if I want that. There's a Roma. Maybe I'll do a Roma, or there's Early Girl. I don't really like Early Girl. There's even rosemary here. So there's 2 kinds. There's Millionaire, and then there's Black Beauty too. And then there's jalapenos, poblano, more poblano. This was Anaheim chilies. This is another Sun Gold, Early Girl. And I'm going to have to pick 3. I was not planning on getting anything today from the plant department. Oh, Mr. Stripey, that's a fun one. I'll get Mr. Stripey. Oh, there's also Champion back there. Early Girl. Someone's looking for Celebrity, but I have not seen that one. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. And there's two racks of just vegetables. There's restock of all of these houseplants. These are $33.99. They're all looking pretty good, pretty decent, really healthy. And then over here, there's still a bunch of orchids. And here, there's still more flower bulbs. And then here, we still have some tubers, bulbs, lots of dahlias still. Definitely get your dahlias. $14.99 for the spring bulbs. So there's still some. I don't know how often they're going to be replenishing. Oh, and of course, there's now bareroot roses. I'm in trouble. I'm hoping I do not see one that I like or that I have all the ones here, because then I'm going to be very tempted to collect. I have a lot of roses. I don't need more roses, but I'm already getting distracted. They look pretty healthy. There's a lot of canes. Oh my gosh. And it's a 2-pack for $16.99. So this could be dangerous. I already have 3 tomatoes in my cart. Let me go grab my cart. I already walked away from my cart. Let me show you really quick. So I have Mr. Stripey, and this one is an heirloom tomato, and it says mild flavored red and yellow tomatoes. So 80 days. And then this one is Sun Gold. I like Sun Gold. Let me know which ones you like, but Sun Gold is one I grow almost every year. I prefer to grow tomatoes that you can't really find in the market. A red one is kind of boring to me. Roma is another one that's good for sauce. It's 73 to 80 days. And because you're buying a plant, it's already cut into that. So we'll probably have tomatoes in 30 days, because where I am, these tomatoes are already flowering. And this one is not yet, but these are more on the early side. This is going to fruit for me all season long. We're in February right now, towards the end. This is Mr. Stripey. And then again, there's already flowers. There's what I'm looking for is 1 main leader and 1 main vine. And I'll probably trim these down here. And then when I do plant it, I'm going to plant it deep like that. And then over here, same thing. I'm going to trim off all this and plant it really deep. Again, same with that one. Look, I don't even like tomatoes that much, but for some reason, I always grow a few of them. And I just like to have them. I give them away most of the time. But I don't like to buy tomatoes, because homegrown tomatoes are just that much better than store-bought. So I don't mind having extra. Some will go to my chickens. My dogs love it. Sometimes I'll freeze them to make them more convenient. And that way I don't have to buy tomatoes. So I prefer smaller tomatoes or the giant heirlooms. And that's usually what I grow. Let's look at the roses now. Okay, so first we have Iceberg. And again, these are 2 for $16.99. That's insane. So gold medal, that's a really solid yellow. And it'll say full sun, fragrant, and zones 5 through 9. I'm in 10, but I grow roses anyway. You might just want to put them somewhere where there's a little bit of shade, afternoon shade, ideally, or morning sun, and they'll do even better. This one is Della Reese. So I like that this breaks it down. It says 26 to 40 petal count. I like a higher petal count. This one's 38 to 40. This one is only 20 to 25. So if you like a lot of petals, you want to go for a higher petal count. This one is Europena, and it says 35 to 40. It's mild fragrant, so I tend to like high fragrance. Let's see. Well, they look all the same in the back, so maybe I'm okay. I won't get in trouble because I don't need these ones. I have ones very similar. This one is Arizona, and it's fragrant. It's got that double color. And then it looks like Delaware back there, Arizona back there. Oh, here's a new one. Rio Sombra. This is pretty. It's 25 to 30, fragrant. And then this one is really pretty. I don't usually like a single kind of, or like a, I don't typically like single petaled flowers, but this would be really pretty. It's 5 to 8 petals. It's fragrant. This could be really nice, but I don't need red. Ooh, that's kind of fun. This was like a stripy, it's a painter's collection, that's kind of cool. So it says painter's collection. If you look at the way the petals are, really pretty. And blooms all season in clusters. It's mild in scent. That looks like kind of it, but they're all bare root. If you're not familiar with bare root, it's basically when the rose is dormant. These have already woken up because our temperatures are pretty warm here, and it also is indoors now. So these are the same as the ones I've seen at the top. So we've got a selection. It looks like whoever the buyer was really into the reds and some pinks and, you know, a little bit of these orangey colors. Looks like very orangey copper is what they've been going for. And then of course there's iceberg, which is white, but in California, we kind of call these the freeway roses. So I think I'm okay. So the iceberg roses, we call them freeway roses because that's what a lot of landscapers use, and they're pretty simple. The one thing about the iceberg is there aren't that many thorns on there, and they are very disease resistant. That's why they're used so much everywhere in landscaping. It blooms all the time. It does shed, like the petals don't last very long. They do fall down. There's a light scent. If you just want a white landscape rose, just like a mass wall of them or hedge, iceberg's the one to go usually. Especially if you don't have a named variety, that's usually the one that everyone just puts in. Okay, I've never used this one, but this is Miracle-Gro. Some people have asked, have you seen the soil yet at Costco? And so this is Miracle-Gro, $11.99 for, it says 50 quarts. I don't know how much that translates. I'll have to do the math and put it right there for you. I usually see it in cubic feet instead of quarts. So maybe this is often because it's a potting mix, it's often measured in volume like that instead of cubic feet, which is usually when you're outside. But $11.99, it's a pretty big bag. I'm not familiar with that product, but let me know if you use it. I know sometimes Miracle-Gro is a little taboo, so it all depends on your comfort with that brand. And then this one, I don't know this brand either, but it is Worm Castings, and it says $12.59, and it covers 120 square feet. So natural source of plant nutrients. It says flowers, gardens, indoor, outdoor, shrubs, everything. It is Omri listed, and it's a really heavy bag, made in Kansas. I don't know what else you want to know about that, but it says Impact Organics is the brand. Now, let me flip this. Miracle-Gro Shake and Feed. Again, I don't use these products, but I know some of you do. It's $24.99, and that's what's here. They still have the Verideck pots for $25.99. There is weed cover for landscape fabric for $36.99. That's a lot. It's 44 cents per square feet. There's still fruit and nut variety trees, and it's $23.99 for the bare root. So I know we had said the flowering peach in a previous video. This is flowering peach, $28.99, and they said it's fruitless and all that, but guess what? There's fruit. It's not truly fruitless. It's just a fruit that you would not eat, or it may not be very fruitful, but this one actually has fruit on it, and it is a rootstock, and you can tell this is an early flowering peach, and it's for Chinese New Year, okay? And this is on Nimagard peach rootstock. It's a very vigorous rootstock. It's gonna be 20 feet by 20 feet. So this is a big tree. It looks tiny and it had a bunch of flowers on it. And then guess what? Even inside Costco, it got pollinated. So I don't know, you take what you want from that. Even here, there's fruit on this one. There's fruit right there on that one. So I don't know if the fruit will be tasty, but there is fruit and it might fall off, but it might be good. There's still a lot of gloves. Oh, look, they have the pocket hose. This is the hose that I typically use, the copper one. This is only 50 feet. I tend to go a little bit bigger, so I never have to run out and I can go around my garden. But $32 for a pocket hose that comes in a case. It's got this. This is actually a really good sprayer that it comes with it. I have this. Most sprayers I don't think are that great. Even if my hose busted, I would still keep this nozzle to use. So there's another one. This one says it's rapid flow, 100 feet, kink resistant, lightweight. It says it's $49.99 if you need a 100-foot hose. This one box is sitting here opened, so that's what it looks like. I've never used it. Let me know if you have, but could be a good option. Again, there's pocket hose and then there's rapid flow. And then there's the regular. I just don't like these because in the hot Southern California sun, these kind of melt a little bit for me. They're cheaper, 100 foot for $27.99. Again, I don't have experience with this exact brand. Maybe it's fine. And then here's some hideaway things. It's $80. I don't do these because I don't mind my hose being out, but I also just want to spend my $80 on plants or something else. So I tend not to use these. And then there's still loppers and all that stuff. There's still pots. This is the ceramic. It's $49.99. And then this one is the concrete, $49. It's lightweight for concrete, but it's by no means light. So then here, this is the same lighting that we've seen in a previous video. Oh, they have string lights. So that's the idea, 48-foot LED lights for $29.99. And then I guess, I didn't know this, Tommy Bahama also makes some solar lights. Okay, those are $23.99. And then glass garden stakes. These pots we've seen. This is a caddy. I misspoke earlier. It doesn't have the pot. It's just the caddy. And they're $29.99. And then this is a calla lily fountain. Oh, they have it open. It's right there. And then here's the self-watering planter. They still have a few, $149. So I came to Costco just to get some grocery items. And of course I have to walk through the plant section, and I didn't expect them to restock within days. Like, it hasn't even been a week since the last time I've been here, and now they have citrus trees, and they now have more annuals, and they even have the veggies. So I hope you saw something you like, because this is a preview. If you are in a cooler region, if you're in a warm region like me, head to your Costco, because they're just stocking new garden stuff. Like, I would say weekly, there's at least something brand new. So go. Let me know if you saw anything that you liked in the comments. And of course, as always, thank you for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe so I can see you in the next video.